Hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar event. My name is Henry Kraus. I'm one of the founders of JetWebinar, and if you're on this webinar right now, you're wondering what is all this hype, what is going on around Facebook and YouTube live streams, and what is Henry talking about? How you're able to leverage your online video streams, your live video streams into an ongoing marketing asset. Again, the title of this webinar event is if you're hosting a Facebook or YouTube live stream, without this, you are leaving money on the table. So what I'm going to be doing during this webinar event is I'm going to show you how to turn your live stream viewers into a way to grow your email list, your Facebook group, your YouTube audience, or your YouTube subscriber base, your Facebook followers, and how to create a viral marketing campaign. So based on what your end outcome is, if your outcome is to get more leads, to get more sales, to grow your email list, to grow your communities online, to grow your subscriber base, to learn how to actually monetize and turn your viewers, your live viewers, your following into customers, into leads. I'm going to show you how to accomplish all of that through this event today, and you're going to be able to do all this without any additional work. So if you're already hosting live webinar events, I'm going to show you how to turn what you're currently doing and put all this into one central source so you can continue to monetize on a daily basis. So this event is a no BS webinar. This is a no fluff. This is just a pure value. I'm just jumping right into it. I'm giving you everything. I don't even have an about me section on this, an about me slide. So really quick, I will jump in and just say, again, my name is Henry Kraus. I am one of the founders of JetWebinar, and JetWebinar is it's a webinar solution that really helps automate and scale your business to a whole new level. And I'll get to that a little bit later into the event of what are the benefits and what you can actually accomplish using JetWebinar. But again, this is going to be just a pure value webinar where I'm just going to show you, again, how to monetize and how to grow your audience and how to turn that into qualified leads, into sales, or whatever your end outcome is. So here are the main issues with social media. So when I was talking with my partner Brandon, he's a crazy, kind of a nerdy, crazy coder, and he can code anything. He's been coding since he was 8 years old, and it's amazing what he could do. And I'm such a marketing guy, and I focus around marketing and sales and bringing more value and ROI to businesses. So what we do is we really work together really well and say, I would love to make this happen for our audience. What could we do to help monetize a social media following? So, we went back and forth, and we really came down to here are the main 4 core issues of social media today. So here are the main problems. The size of your social media following does not reflect your bank account. So I'm not sure if you know who Frank Kern is, but Frank Kern is one of the first online marketers to make $1 million online. So when you think about, everyone shows their case studies and how they grew their business to $1 million online or 6 figures. He was the first one of the first ones to be making $1 million online. So you got to really think about how revolutionary that was, especially where he, during that time. And also he's grown a great, huge online business, and he's he's made a lot of millionaires and a lot of six-figure heirs, if you want to call that, by using his strategies. And this is one of the funny things that I found a quote from him. I'm going to minimize this for a second. So someone was messaging him on YouTube, or they left a comment on YouTube. He's like, you only have, a few thousand subscribers. So he goes, so this was in response to an internet troll who called out Frank Kern's low number of Facebook fans. Dude, so he said, how do you really know what you're doing? You must not know what you're doing. You don't even have that many Facebook followers or that many Facebook fans. He goes, dude, it's the weirdest thing. I tried to go to the bank and deposit my first 1,000 followers into my bank account, but they wouldn't take them. So again, it's kind of funny because people think, oh, well, he's got such a strong social media following, he must be making a ton of money, or she must be making a ton of money. But that's not true. I know plenty of people who have 300 or 3,000 YouTube subscribers or Facebook fans, and they're making a lot more than people who've got 10 or 20,000 or even 500,000 or 3 million followers online. So again, the size of your social media following does not reflect your bank account. The second issue is there's not a central source to monetize your social media following. So let's say you do a Facebook Live, you do a YouTube Live, and you want to share your YouTube Live link across different social media platforms, and you have all these people on social media, but there's no way to really hone them in and really organize and collect and have control over all of those people in one central source. And that is a main issue. It's a big issue with social media today. There's no way to capitalize on your videos, your SEO, and your organic presence. So after you host, let's say, a YouTube Live, because YouTube is owned by Google, whenever you host a live on YouTube or whenever you host a live on Facebook, there's no way to capitalize on the organic presence that you're getting. There's so because once you host those live, it's out there for the World Wide Web, and you're going to be getting a new stream of viewers, a new stream of people who are watching your videos. But how do you capitalize on that? Right now, there's no way to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that today. And the last issue is, the fourth problem is, there's no easy solution to transition your social media followers to a webinar. So whenever you're hosting a live event and you're trying to get people to go to a webinar, it's hard to get that transition because the people are so comfortable and they're so familiar with doing a YouTube or a Facebook Live. People are going, I don't need to sign up for a webinar. If he or she is already available on a live, why do I need to sign up for a webinar at a specific day or time? So again, I'm going to show you how to overcome some of these issues, right? But again, these are main big issues with social media until today, up until today, right? So again, what I want to be doing is I want to overcome all of these main issues that we currently have with social media and show you how we can capitalize on all of these big problems that are going on today. So during this event, I'm going to show you exactly how to transition your social media presence into a loyal customer base. I'm going to show you one simple solution to monetize your social media following. I'm going to show you how to capitalize on your videos, your videos SEO organic presence, how to transition your social media followers into a webinar, and how to give your audience call to actions based on where they're at in the buying cycle. So if you're hosting lives, like I said, if you're trying to get more followers, if you're trying to get more leads, if you're trying to get more sales, there's different call to actions based on how people are, if it's the first time they're seeing you, or if they've watched you for a year, they watched you for 6 months. They're in different places in the buying cycle. So I'm going to show you how to leverage lives, how to leverage webinars into getting people and sending them the right messages based on how they've engaged with your videos in the past. So what I'm going to be doing is doing, again, a walkthrough of Facebook and YouTube Live. But really quick, I want to zoom out here for a second and show you this. What I titled the presentation. So I titled this presentation or this webinar event, the JetWebinar and Facebook YouTube Live had a baby. Okay, so like I said, because I'm one of the founders of JetWebinar, I wanted to figure out what is a good way to leverage webinars and live, because right now it's just live, or it's just webinars, or it's just meeting rooms. And I want to show you how to capitalize on all of that, how to combine all those solutions into one, so you don't have to keep bouncing around, and you can just really collect and monetize all of your social media presence, all of your followers, all of your video viewers into one central location. So for Facebook Live, I'm going to show you exactly how to grow your Facebook group, how to grow your email list directly off of Facebook Live. I'm going to show you how to leverage your replays, how to create a viral marketing campaign through your lives, and what happens life after your lives when they turn into replays, how to get the most out of your SEO organic presence, and I'm going to show you how to have specific call to actions based on what your end outcome is for the audience that is going to be watching your current Facebook Lives or the replay of the Facebook Lives, how to turn your viewers into customers, and how to qualify your audience through Facebook Lives. So the second part of what I'm going to be showing you is focused on YouTube Live. So very similar to what we're doing with Facebook Live. We're going to show you how YouTube Live works based on search history. So the big thing that you're able to monetize off Facebook is, again, how people are engaging with you and growing a Facebook group. With YouTube Live, it works a little bit differently. If let's say you are focused on personal development or technology, or you're focused on a specific service-based industry, or growing a membership site. Now, what YouTube is going to do is based on the videos that you search, then if someone who has or comes out with a live that is relevant to the searches that you've made in the past, then it's going to actually pop up in your YouTube feed for you and give you an option to opt in and start watching that live based on the history of the other videos that you've watched in the past. And I'm going to show you how to really leverage that and how to capitalize on that. The next thing I'm going to show you with YouTube Live is how to create a viral marketing campaign, and this is going to be a lot through sharing, have different call to actions, very similar to Facebook, but again, YouTube is going to be a little different than Facebook because Google owns YouTube, and there's a couple cool things that you're able to do with that. How to get the most out of your SEO organic presence, so very similar to what we were talking about with Facebook. This is just going to be on a different platform. How to turn your old viewers into customers and leveraging your current subscriber base on YouTube Live. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start diving into the Facebook Live and show you, I'm going to really just knock out this list, right? So the first thing is I'm going to show you how to grow your Facebook group. So let's jump into it. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to start pulling out Facebook. So let me load up Facebook here. So when I go to Facebook, I'm going to pull up, let's say I want to do a live. So let's say I pull up a live here. Okay, so let's say we wanted to connect. Now what we're able to do is we can connect Facebook Live and JetWebinar. So let's say I wanted to quickly sign in, even though this says Brandon Burr, but that's okay. We're going to show you, so let's do a Facebook Live test. So we're going to go start live broadcast. We're going to start this process. And now once that loads, all we need to do is just share via Facebook Live. Then we can just connect it. And now, if we want to be growing our Facebook group, now this is a couple really cool things that you're able to do. So let's say you wanted to host a live video and you wanted the main call to action. The main call to action, maybe it's to collect emails and to grow your Facebook group. But the main call to action that we're going to be focusing on right now is just to grow your Facebook group through this platform. So what you can do is you can say, I want to share my Facebook Live via my personal page, my group, or my Facebook page. So let's say I'm just hosting my, I want to get people to, I want to bring more value to my group, but I also want to leverage this video content to get more people to sign up and join my group. So the initial video that I'm going to do is going to be through my Facebook group, and let's say I just do it through one of the JetWebinar groups that we have. We click on Save Settings, and now the second I click on this and it starts sharing my screen, you're going to see a lot of double because I'm sharing the video broadcast screen. But now once I do this and then I click this Facebook logo, now it's going to start promoting this live stream through Facebook. Now, if I click this, I'd automatically be hosting a event on Facebook, and all I would need to do is sign on to my personal page, and I would see and go into the Facebook group, and I would get a notification that a Facebook Live is going on right now. So now what you could do is, let's say you host the Facebook Live, your group loves it, you got a ton of great value to it. Now the event is over, but you want to leverage that. You want to leverage that video content and get more people to sign up because your video content was so good. Whether you're sharing strategies, you're sharing, different things related to your niche, related to your industry that other people in other communities would find very valuable, but they're not yet a part of your community. So you want to figure out how you can leverage that. So let's say the event is over. Now what we want to do is So now that that event is over, that video is going to automatically upload into the media section within JetWebinar. And what you're able to do is you can do something really cool here. So we'll take a demo video here. So we click on Edit. And now what you see is you have a Create Promotional Clip. Okay, so you click on Create Promotional Clip, and it's going to process. Okay, so what it will do is you can take 30 seconds, you could take a minute, you could take a 5-minute video, and it's going to process. And as it's processing, it should take about a couple seconds here. Here we go. So let me see. It might take a couple seconds to load. Let me do a sample video here. So, okay, so now you click on promote. Then it's gonna populate this where it says promote to Facebook. So sometimes it takes a couple seconds to promote, but because this is quick and we want to give you as much value as we can in a short period of time as possible, once you click on promote, it's going to give you an option to promote to Facebook. So you click on this link, promote to Facebook, and then you can post your description. Say, hey guys, this is a really cool. Hey, this is a really cool video on how to grow your Facebook groups. Check it out here. If you aren't a part of our Facebook group, get access here to watch the rest. Okay, so then you can say I want to share this to my Facebook page. Okay, so then you click on share that, and then what it will do is it's going to populate a 30-second like 30 seconds or a minute feed of this video, and if they want to watch the rest of it, then they have to click on your link to the group to watch the rest of that video. So that's going to be a great call to action to get people to sign up for your to get people to sign up to your group. So if I was an admin of a Facebook page, it would do that. If I was an admin of a Facebook group, then because this is my only group that I'm an admin of, it would post that right there. So again, that would show up on your homepage of Facebook right here. So whenever you're signing onto your private account, then it would just show up right here as you're posted as your Facebook page. So as far as growing your group, that is one really cool way you could do that. Again, if you want to grow your email list or you want to do a free offer, again, everything, all these call to actions that you're doing, it's going to be based on how what your end outcome is. So if your end outcome is to grow a Facebook group, then you would leverage that promotional clip to grow your group. If you want to grow more followers, you would do that. If you want to grow your email list, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how to grow your email list directly off a Facebook Live. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into let's check it out here. So I'm going to log into Facebook again, into a group that we already have a video. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this up. So right here, so for example, we have a video that went live already. So if I wanted to type in my email, like test@aol.com, then what I would do is I would post that right here. Oops, probably going to delete that because I don't want to be sending bad information to people. So so what I would do is you can say, hey guys, I am hosting this webinar. If I'm hosting this live, and if you are interested in getting access to this free offer, if you're interested in getting access to this giveaway, if you would like to get my top 10 strategies, whatever you're trying to do, whatever value you're trying to exchange for an email, you can say, hey guys, if you want to get access to that, simply leave your email in the comments. And what that will do is all you need to do is type in your you just need to type in your email within the here we go. You just need to type in your email within the comments, And now what JetWebinar will do, which is amazing and it's really cool, is you can go to like your all webinars, right? So for example, if this was a test, so let's say I go back into the broadcast live. Now what I would need to do is connect and again link JetWebinar into Facebook Live, which we've already done previously, and then you're going to see an option to collect Facebook emails. Oh, looks like he's live right now. That's funny. So we can click on collect Facebook emails. I'm actually going to send him a quick message. Hey, Brandon. I'm hosting a webinar event. I don't know if he's going to see that. But anyway, so I'm going to click on Tools. I'm going to collect Facebook emails. And then what I do is I'm going to see what video that I was posting, whether it's a personal page, a Facebook group, or my Facebook page. So let's say this was the Facebook group within that JetWebinar group that I was showing you. It would just pull all of the videos that I've done. So for example, here, this was, I think, the video, maybe, oh, because I deleted it. Here, okay. So this was a product preview of new Facebook features being released this week. So that was a video that we posted, and he just said sorry. So what we did right there is now that we said, so we said now that those, so now that all those emails have been collected, we can download that as a CSV, and what it's going to do is we can just open that right here. And now what it will do is, now that I've clicked that, now it's going to automatically pull all of those emails, and now you're officially growing your email list directly off Facebook, and they don't even need to leave the platform in order for you to do that. So again, that is such a cool tool. It's such a cool, such a great benefit to have, because now you're able to collect emails. People don't have to leave the platform, and this is just such an amazing way to monetize everything that you're doing through Facebook Lives. So now let's talk about leveraging your replays. So we talked about how you're able to promote your videos and do promotional videos through JetWebinar. Now, as far as your replays, so let's say, for example, we go on Facebook, right? And we only are going to be searching for live events. Okay, I'm not sure what kind of. Let's see if we have any. Let's see, any live streams. Let's see what we got here. We got home. So let's say we want to do a, let's see, we got a live video section, okay? So now we're in the live video section. What we can do is you're going to see all these videos that are currently going on, ones that have already happened in the past. And now what happens is, what's life after these videos? So the cool thing that you're able to do is, again, based on what your end outcome is. So if it's to grow the amount of leads, to grow sales, to grow your email list, whatever that end outcome is, to grow your group, you can have different call to action. So you can say, guys, just type in hashtag replay in your email to get access to this video. But if you want to get this additional, you want me to give you this additional value, you want to help spread the word, all you need to do is just share this, quickly share this video to your page, and just say one valuable thing that you got from this. Now what you're doing is, let's say I was to take one of these videos. Okay, so for example, this is kind of a random one, right? So let's just click on this random video. It's currently live right now, and we're watching a butterfly grow in real time. Pretty cool, okay? So what we want to do is we want to look for the actual title, okay? So we're going to go back and let's pull the title from this, and let's search that into YouTube, okay? So now into Google. So when we type this into Google, now you're able to see this video that's actually going on right now that connected to their Facebook page. Okay, so now when it connects to their Facebook page, it goes directly to here. So you're able to see there's going to be some great SEO value here, because the more strategic you the more strategic you are about titling your videos, the the more creative you get with that. So for example, if you were to go into let's say just like butterfly video, right? So let's say you do butterfly video, and what you can do is click on videos, and you can actually, let's do this through YouTube, because now YouTube's a bigger, let's say butterfly video. So now what you're able to do is you're able to filter all of your all the videos that are happening online or that are currently through YouTube based on the amount of views that they've got, right? So what you can do is you can say, maybe some of these, are more hip, music videos, so it's not going to be as relevant. But the more you scroll down, you're able to see, this one, let's say, is related to butterflies, and you can see that this is the title of it. It's gotten 5.1 million views. It was 4 years ago, but again, 5.1 million views is nothing to look away from. So what you can do is structure and create other titles that are similar to videos that already have a lot of views, because again, if they're getting this many views, that means there's a lot of SEO value to that. So again, strategically titling your videos based on based on the search history based on previous search history. Okay, so as far as leveraging the replay, so again, using the SEO, so you're always going to be, once those videos are there, it's going to show up in YouTube, it's going to show up in Google, it's going to show up in the Facebook and the Facebook network. And what you want to do is, again, have call to actions. So if your goal is to say, it's to grow your group, to grow your email list, in the description, all you need to do is say, is to type your call to action there, and be sure you say it a couple times throughout your video, and that will automatically increase your conversions directly through there. So that's how to leverage your replays. That's how to create viral marketing campaigns. Ask more people to share. Ask more people to say what's the value that they got from it. And if your call to action is to share, or to generate a lead, or to get a sale, whatever it might be, that's how you're able to leverage your replays. That's how you're able to leverage the SEO and the organic presence online. So a very similar strategy as far as turning your viewers into customers. So when you're targeting people online, so let's jump into Facebook a little bit deeper. So now you guys got a good understanding of the organic and leveraging your replays and your lives, and how to grow your audience and grow your customer base that way. But let's take a little bit of a deeper dive here. So if I were to go into, let's say, the ad platform, okay? So let's say I go into Facebook ads, and that I just want to go to all tools, and then from there I click on audience insights, okay? So when I click on, not audience insights, I'm sorry, it's going to be, here we go. We go to assets. You click on assets, and then you go to audiences. So now when you go into audiences, now what you're able to do is you're able to create specific audiences based on how people have already engaged with your videos. So let's say, for example, you have a training video. Let's say I am a online marketer, and I want to show people how to get more leads to their online events. Now I'm just gonna give as much value, as much content as possible, and then maybe I have a second video that says, hey, if you're interested in growing your Facebook group, I have this great service that I have started, and this is how to use this specific tool. This is how to use this specific tool. And this is, again, everything that I've created. If you're interested in learning more about this, just type me, and you can, again, see people who are saying, me, I'm interested in learning more about this, which is a video that helps qualify your audience. It says, hey, raise your hand if you're interested. And then, of course, if people are already interested, then you have a sales video saying, hey, for those of you who said they were interested and they're ready to take action, I've got a special offer for you today for $2.99 that you can that's only going to be available for 24 hours. So then you can target people based on that. So again, strategically creating video content to help to not only build a audience and a retargeting audience, which I'll get into a second, but how to really qualify your leads, how to qualify your viewers based on the video content that they're watching. So being set, after saying all that, let's go actually create an audience. Okay, so for example, if I want to go create a audience, you just click on create audience, click on custom audiences. Now what you're able to do is you're able to there's a lot of cool things that you're able to do within Facebook, but in the context that we're talking about, I'm just going to focus on people who have already engaged with live videos. So what I just did here is you've got customer file, website traffic, but I'm clicking on engagement. So if I click on engagement, so create a list of people who have engaged with your content on Facebook or Instagram. So I click on this, and now you have video, lead form, full screen experience, but we want to focus on video. So we're going to click on video, and now you can again target people who have watched a certain amount of your video. So you can say, I want to only target people who have watched 50% or more of my video, because if they've watched 50% or more, that means that something that I said was resonating with them. They were interested long enough to watch, at least 2.5 minutes of my 5-minute video, or they were here long enough to watch 10 minutes of my 20-minute video. And again, the longer the video content is and the longer that they engage, the more invested that they're going to be into it. So normally what I recommend from a marketing perspective is not to target anything lower than 50%, because you really only want to target the high quality people. So anywhere from 50 to 95%. So let's say people have watched 50% of our video, and then that could be for all videos, that could be for specific videos. So again, because we were just focusing on, so let's say because we were just focusing on the videos that were for training, for qualifying your leads, or for sales, now you can say, I only want to target people who have watched this promotional video. Who have watched 50% or more of this promotional video, because this is for people who know my business, they know what I do. This is just an offer. This is just an offer This is just a presentation or a video talking about sales and the offer. So then what I would do is I would just click on this video, and then I would say I'm going to confirm that. And you can go and create multiple, and you can segment this out by number of days and things like that. So you can do that for specific videos. You can do that for all of your videos. So that is really how you target people based on how people are engaging with your live video. So after you host your live video, even if it's on your personal page, and I would always recommend to filter everything to your business page, because the more traffic and the more videos that you're putting on your business page, the more flexibility that you have from a marketing perspective, from a remarketing perspective. And if you're when I say remarketing and retargeting, essentially what that means is marketing to people, to anyone who's already previously engaged with your website, your videos, who are already familiar with you from an online perspective. So I hope that gives you a lot more insight as far as qualifying people based on how qualifying your audience based on how people are engaging with your Facebook Live. So again, taking your Facebook Lives, publishing it to your Facebook page, your Facebook business page, is going to create an immense and a ton of value for what you're already doing. And again, there's no additional work into doing any of this. So everything that I said is doing without any additional work. So all you really need to do is you're still hosting your videos, you're still hosting your lives, you're literally just taking your videos, you're posting it to a group, you're posting it to your page, again, based on what the outcome is, and then you're adding a call to action. And now you just let the software and you let everything else do the work for you. So as far as Facebook Live goes, that is a lot of how you're able to go through and set it up, how to get a ton of value out of what you're already doing with Facebook Lives. And if you're not already hosting Facebook Lives, this is exactly where to get started, because the second you get started, you're going to be able to really amplify everything that you're doing from the get-go, and you're going to be able to immediately and automatically turn your live viewers, turn your social media audience into a customer and a loyal customer base for you. So as far as Facebook Live goes, I hope that covers a lot of everything, a lot of the of the big excitement of the hype that we've been covering as far as everything that you're able to do with Facebook and how you're able to leverage JetWebinar and Facebook together. Because again, JetWebinar and Facebook, YouTube Live had a baby, okay? And then from there, I'm going to show you how to transition people from the Facebook Lives into webinars, and I'm going to show you how to do that with live webinars and with pre-recorded webinars. And again, with pre-recorded and simulated live webinars, there's a lot of other really amazing things that you can do as you're qualifying and as you're getting more people through your campaign, through your funnel, through your pipeline, and to get them to reach that end goal, that end outcome for you. So now going into YouTube Live. So I talked a little bit about how YouTube Live works based on search history. So I'm not sure if you noticed on my, videos here, but we were searching, for butterflies, right? So here are some of the subscriptions that I've done, right? I'm really interested in a lot of, online marketers. I'm really interested in a lot of personal development, a lot of online marketers who do personal development, some psychology stuff. So you'll notice that a lot of the subscriptions that I have, you'll notice that content, right? So now when someone does a YouTube Live, what happens is that YouTube is essentially saying this is the person's search history, this is this person's all their subscriptions that they've ever made, to other channels. So now this is relevant content to actually go and share with this person and have a notification that there is a live going on. Okay, so if you go into the homepage, then you've got, let's say you want to look up some live videos, okay? So if you look up live videos, these are live videos that are on YouTube that are going on right now. So, and again, let me show you some of the organic and the SEO value that lives actually will bring to your business just by doing it. So you've got upcoming streams, you've got things that are currently live right now. So you got 155,000 people watching, 6,000 people watching, 238 people watching. So again, there's tons of content that's going on right now. And let's say I just wanted to click on this for a second. So let's say I want to click on this for a second, and I search this in Google, okay? So now when you search things in Google, you're going to notice that you have live videos and videos that are already populating right here. So this is live right now, and it's already showing up on the first page of Google, okay? So you might be saying, well, he typed in exactly what's showing up here, but even if let's say I delete this, you're still going to get content that's relevant. So you're going to get top stories, and you're going to get videos that are relevant to there. So again, a big strategy, very similar to what I was talking about with Facebook Live, is go on to YouTube and look up videos that are already getting a ton of searches, and strategically title your video something that's going to be similar to, or something that's in line, but also has a lot of the main keywords that it's going to populate for people who would be interested, based on certain subscribers that they have or based on their past search history. So and then as far as that, after the video is over, so the video is over, it's there, but I'm doing searches on Google, I'm doing searches on YouTube. These are still going to show up. These videos are still going to show up, and they're still going to be available for everyone on the internet, whether it's 10 months from now, whether it's tomorrow, or whether it's 10 weeks from now. Because now, and I mean, that's just because video is becoming so much more valuable. It's becoming something that people are choosing to do over reading, and this is something that's going to continue to evolve, especially as Facebook and YouTube and Google evolve. So again, very similar to what we were talking about with Facebook, having call to actions, putting that in your descriptions, putting that in your title, putting that within your videos, because all you're doing is, now that you have these videos available for everyone on the World Wide Web, now what you want to be doing is you want to be sure you're monetizing and you're capitalizing on all those people, on all those videos, because this is going to be a nonstop source of traffic and organic traffic to your business. So you want to be sure that you are doing the most that you can to capitalize and to leverage that. So as far as YouTube Live, that's how to get the most out of your SEO, your organic presence. If you want to create a viral marketing campaign, have them share the video. Say, I want, so give them an incentive to share the video. Say, after you share this video, I'm going to share, I'll share you I'll share with you these secrets, or I'll give you X. So something that will incentivize them to want to share your videos more, because the more you do that, and if your call to action is to share your videos, you're going to have more of a viral marketing campaign component behind that. And now now I want to go into, very similar to what we did with Facebook. I want to show you within Google, within AdWords, how to turn your viewers, how to turn your old viewers into customers, and how to leverage your current subscriber base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to pull up Google AdWords here. So now what I do when I pull up Google AdWords, if you've used this before, they've come out with a new platform, more of an updated interface for 2018 for the 21st century, and there's a lot of really cool things that you can do here. So again, you can go create ads for the Google network. You can go create ads for the YouTube network. And so again, what we want to be doing is we want to be focusing and creating ads specifically for people who have already subscribed to our channel, or who have previously watched our old videos, or any of our videos that are out there on the web, okay? So all you need to do, again, is go into tools, very similar to Facebook. If you go into Share to Library, you go to Audience Manager, and it's going to bring you to this page here. So now you see that there's a remarketing. So again, remarketing is to targeting people who have already engaged with you online in the past. So let's go create an audience around that. So I can create an audience around website visitors, app users, YouTube visitors, our customer list. So you can upload your customers list into here. A lot of cool things that you can do, again, with Facebook ads and AdWords. But let's focus on YouTube users. So let's say I wanted to create an audience name. Let's say this is test, and let's say they viewed any video from a channel. So this is my channel. I just upload support videos on here. I actually need to leverage this a little bit more. Did not realize I had even 49 subscribers. That's actually pretty good. So what we can do is you can target people if they viewed any of my videos, or you can go through and break it down again with certain videos. So like I was saying earlier, if you create specific videos based on the type of audience that you want to target. So again, if you have training videos for people who are just learning about you, you have, let's say, consideration videos of showing people about your product or your service, or what you can do and help grow your business, how you can do more for their business, whatever it might be, how you can give them a new vehicle or a new strategy, a new vehicle, a new way to accomplish what their end goal is without using any of the other strategies that are currently out there. That would be a consideration video, and then you have sales videos, right? So just doing a promotional, a sale, like a video just to get people to buy. Then what you can do is you can create all of those videos and then segment the videos. You can segment and target based on what videos people have watched. So for example, if I'm just targeting people to get people in my audience, then I would say I would just want to target people who have watched my promotional video. Now, if people have already seen the promotional video, they've signed up for it, but they're learning more how to use the software. So we've handled the audience part. We've got them in there. Now we just want to teach them and educate them so they become a customer. So this is the education process of it. So people who have watched tutorial videos on how to embed a registration page, how to go build a page builder, whatever it might be, how to modify things. So now, so then I would target people saying, hey, if you need help with how to manage your message center, click here. If you need help on how to get more sales using chat, click here. So then I can create custom videos based on how people have engaged with my YouTube channel. So again, really cool, and you can go target people like that. And then once you click on there, you can say, the duration can be, 365 days. It can be 180 days, whatever it might be. Okay, so the maximum is 540 days. And then you can go through and create that audience and then when you're creating ads and targeting, when you create ads, you can create ads that only target this specific group of people. So that's really how to turn your old viewers into customers. So turning your lives, uploading that into your YouTube channel, and then again leveraging your current subscriber base. So for people who have already subscribed to your channel, this is how you think about segmenting your lives based on the content that you're sharing. So you got the training, you got the consideration, you got the sales. So again, or if you just want to just grow your email list, again, based on whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can segment your marketing message. You can segment your videos based on what you're trying to get that next call to action for your audience to be. So I give you a ton of value and a ton of information in a short period of time between Facebook and YouTube, and what else is possible with Facebook and YouTube, because these are really newer things that we've come out for you guys. So you might be asking, what else is possible within JetWebinar? So I'm going to quickly go into JetWebinar and say, show you, now that you are able to promote your videos through Facebook, and you're able to promote and strategically market to people based on what videos they've watched and collect their emails off Facebook. What else is possible now that I have people? Now I have that audience within my ecosystem. So I'm going to quickly log into webinars.jetwebinar.com, and this is actually, so webinars.jetwebinar.com is one of our demo. This is one of our demo URLs to get access to JetWebinar. So a little background on JetWebinar: we are a cloud-based webinar platform which focuses on live, simulated live, replay events, and hybrid webinars. And now we do Facebook and YouTube Live. So you could essentially take your live webinars, turn them into a pre-recorded event, and it really helps scale your message across the world, across the country, based on what the end outcome is. So really quick, I'll go through and I'll just add a webinar. And so essentially what you're able to do is you're able to create your, this is a complete webinar marketing campaign. This is a complete webinar campaign management tool. So you're able to broadcast, you're able to manage your leads, you're able to have automated call to actions based on how someone engages with your webinar event, whether they missed, whether they showed up late, whether they left early, whatever it might be. Okay, so let's say we'll call this the Facebook YouTube live test webinar. Okay, so this is the webinar tutorial. Okay, I'm in Chicago, so I'm going to do the Central Time Zone if you couldn't tell by the Chicago accent. So again, you could host instant replays, live broadcasts, pre-recorded webinar events. So if you wanted to host pre-recorded webinar events, you can host them on an hourly basis every 15 minutes. You can run them on a reoccurring. So you can say, I want my webinar events to run every Monday, and I want them to run every Wednesday, and then you can choose specific days and times those webinar events run. And what's really cool about this is when people sign up for a webinar event, it's going to show up in their local time zone. So even though I'm in Chicago and it's 11 o'clock here, in California it's 9 o'clock in the morning there, or Canada, right? So so even though it's showing at 11 and someone in Canada or California clicks on it, it's going to show 9 a.m. their local time zone, and that scales across the world. So we got 11:10. Let's say I wanted to host this on a Wednesday. So we'll click here for Wednesday, and then we have a couple times for Wednesday as well. So then I'll go through. I can click on Add Webinar. Oh, I forgot to add my time zone, or maybe just here we go. So click on time zone there. So then I click on Add Webinar. So now by clicking on Add Webinar, I've automatically created my registration page and my thank you page. I'm not going to go in too far into the weeds, but as far as creating your registration page, you don't need to go into the page editor. You can embed your registration page into your website, into another page, into another a hosting place if that's where you want it to go. And again, like I said, you can, if you want to host every 15 minutes, just in time scheduling, you can do that. So as far as creating your registration page, you could upload your logo. You can customize your registration page and your thank you page. You can customize your registration page without having to go into the page builder. Everything that you're able to do here. So I'll just do a quick test. So you've got your registration page headline, the sub headline. So again, you're able to totally customize this, your registration page directly through here. If I wanted to show speakers, I can do like Henry, and then my title is founder. If I wanted to put a quick image of myself, so you can kind of see how quick this process is. Here we go. I got a quick image of myself, so I'll upload that. I could put my page description here, right? So I'm going to make this quick, just kind of show you what it looks like. You could add custom fields. We're GDPR compliant, so if you want to collect first name, last name, email address, phone number, whatever it might be, you could do all that directly here. And so what I'm going to do is just quickly show you what this page looks like. So we got my logo, I've got my custom URL here, I've got the title, the subtitle, or the headline, the subheadline. I got my different times I could host my webinar event, so I'm running it every 15 minutes, so it can be just in time. And then I've got my event speaker, so my image, my name, my title, all of that. I created all of that very quickly with my very good copywriting skills here. And then you can, again, have call to actions based on how people engage with your webinar event. So all of your videos that you've uploaded into the media are available here. So whenever you're choosing your webinar video, that's all you need to do as far as uploading it into the media. Then you're able to create and then you're able to, once you click on that video and you've created your webinar campaign, it's just going to run that automatically at those times that you've already set. So because this is a simulated live webinar event, everything is the same as a live webinar event, except for the video streaming. So the call to actions, the polling, all of that in the chat. So if someone sends you a chat during a pre-recorded webinar event, you can get a text message on your cell phone and respond to them directly through your cell phone. You can do that through email, or you can just do it through the message center in the JetWebinar platform. So if someone, let's say, shows up late, you can have them start at the very beginning of the webinar event. You can have them show up 5 or 10 minutes late into the webinar, just like a live webinar event. And then, like I said, you have different call to actions based on how people are engaging with your webinar. So if people missed it, or after someone has completed it and you want someone to schedule an appointment with you or to buy something, you have those call to actions for people who missed the webinar event. You have call to actions for those people. When they're in the webinar room itself, you can see what the actual webinar room looks like. And I'll show you what the webinar room looks like really quick here. So this is where the video broadcast would go. You would do your screen share. You would do the video broadcast. You can do screen share and video broadcast at the same time. You can switch back and forth. And then this is where all of your messages will pop up. And then if you have any call to actions, they would show down here. Or for a pre-recorded, they would show up on top based on what you're looking for. So if you want to have a custom waiting room, so after someone signs up for a webinar event, so let's say I wanted to enter in my email address, probably it's not going to verify it, so I'll say hk.com, that's my burner, say Henry. So if I choose a date, let's say Wednesday, I go choose a time. So I go through, I sign up for the webinar. So this is going to be so this is the thank you page. You can customize this thank you page as well. And then this is the waiting room. So if you want to customize this page, you could do that, like I was showing you, right here in the webinar room where it says enable custom waiting room. And now if you have again, because you set up a pre-recorded webinar, I know chats get populated very easily. So if you wanted to have like one sticky host, so when you're in right here, you would have one message that stays on top that's from the host saying, "Hey, thanks for attending the webinar event. If you have a question, just ask it right here and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Something along those lines. So no matter how many chats go on, that message, that sticky host webinar message isn't going to leave. And then from here, you can have polling. So you can have polling that shows up at a specific time of your webinar event. And again, this is for a pre-recorded webinar event. And then you could have a call to action. So if your call to action is to share something, to ask a question, to book a calendar appointment, to download a document, to download something else. So you can do all that right here. And then if you want a countdown timer saying this offer is going to be going away in 5 minutes, so you can say, I want this to show up 10 minutes within my webinar event and I only want it to be available for 5 minutes. You put in your URL in here, what the label of it is going to be, and then put your copy, and then you can add multiple call to actions. So again, that's a quick run through of the platform. As far as the thank you page, the registration page, as far as custom integrations, you can integrate with ActiveCampaign, you can integrate with Zapier, which allows you to integrate with Marketo, HubSpot, Salesforce, all the major marketing automation and email automation platforms on the market today. And what this will do is JetWebinar will automatically take all of your attendee information based on what webinar you have and automatically upload it into your CRM, into your marketing automation solution. So now and I'm going to be able to show you in a little bit how to quickly transition over your Facebook and YouTube live viewers into a webinar and how you're able to leverage that. And now that we've covered what we're able to do within the attendee section is you can track if they're coming from Facebook, if they're coming from YouTube, if you have a third party, a different company, a salesperson or an affiliate driving traffic to your webinars, you're going to be able to give them a custom link directly through here. So it will generate a custom link. You just choose what webinar that they're going to be promoting, and then it will generate a custom link for them. And as long as someone signs up under this custom link, in the attendee section, it's going to show affiliate, and then if you have a poll question, it's going to show their answer, their webinar time, the time that they registered, if they attended, how many minutes did they watch, did they click on a call to action, did they finish, did they watch a replay, and this is going to be a great way to really qualify your audience directly through webinars. So for example, let's say I'm hosting a Facebook Live, or let's say I'm hosting a YouTube Live, and I could say, I'm hosting my first, let's say I'm hosting an hour webinar event or an hour live stream, and I'm going to host the first 20 minutes or the first 10 minutes on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. If you guys want to get access to the rest, to get this free download, or to get access to the rest, to get this, this incentive that you're giving them to get access to the free thing that you're going to be giving them, or the main thing, the main hook that you're including for people to watch the rest of your webinar. This what you can do is include your webinar link in your Facebook and your YouTube lives and say, hey guys, I'm about to end the Facebook and YouTube live, but if you're ready to join the webinar, click here, join the webinar, and you guys will be able to get access to X, Y, and Z. So that's how you're really going to be able to transition over the Facebook and the YouTube live viewers into a webinar. And again, you could do that for lives, you can do that for replays. Now, when you do that for replays and you do that for lives, what additional value that does is you're able to build an email list. Now, you're able to build an email list of people who have signed up, signed up for your webinars, and then you could have, again, call to actions for those people. So again, after someone signs up for the webinar event, let's say it's a sales event, then you could have customized emails based on how people engage with your webinar event. So after someone signs up, you send them a confirmation email or a reminder email, and you have templates. So you got a confirmation email or a reminder email, just to show you what it looks like right here. So if I was in the confirmation email, it would just click this. It would auto-populate, give them the exact time and day of their webinar. So even if it's a live or a simulated live, it's going to pull their information and send it, so you don't have to do any manual work there. But again, that's a couple cool ways that you can, again, transition people from a Facebook or a YouTube live over to a webinar. So not only are you getting them to a webinar, which is qualifying your audience within that action, but you're also, again, collecting their email addresses. So So as far as that is transitioning people over, so that could be another call to action on top of growing your Facebook group or growing your subscriber channel or whatever it might be. So as far as setting up your webinar campaign, that really covers that. And one of the other things that people are requesting on top of the Facebook and YouTube live integration is meeting rooms. So people are saying, I want to just host a quick meeting. I wanted to host just something where people can get access to it really quick, where they don't have to register. So all you need to do is just click on Start Meeting, and then it will just bring you into the meeting room, just like a webinar event. And then all you need to do, because that webinar event is over, it's not going to show, but you just need to say, just click on this link and then send that link over to whoever is going to get access to your meeting, and that is how they get access to a meeting room. So you just literally click on meeting rooms, and they were going to be able to get access to that right here. So again, everything that this includes is again, Facebook Live, we got YouTube Live, you've got live webinars, simulated live webinars, replay webinars, hybrid webinars, and then you also have a meeting solution. So I don't know if there's another type of webinar event that you're missing, tell me, and we will get that. We'll get that in here as soon as possible, but I think we covered all of our bases here as far as what else is possible within JetWebinar. So you're talking about everything that's possible with Facebook Live. So we've covered all of this: qualifying your audience, growing your Facebook group, growing your follower base, leveraging your replays, leveraging your organic and SEO presence, turning your viewers into customers. Very similar. We did the same thing with YouTube Live. Now we covered everything that's possible within JetWebinar as far as how to leverage those lives, what to do, and how to transition someone over from a live into a webinar, different call to actions that you can have, whether it's through emails or click on call to actions before and after the webinar event. So let me ask you a quick question. If I could put all of this together, into one bundle for you. So again, the meeting room and everything that we've talked about between the lives and collecting email addresses directly off Facebook, growing your audience, and using this as a tool to grow your audience, to qualify your audience, and to get more sales between all these different channels that we talked about. Is that something that you would like? Is that something that you would like to take advantage of? Because that's something that I want you to get access to. So let me ask you a question. If you can get all of that information, would you get started today? And if so, are you ready to get started today? Because I want to be giving you an exclusive offer for this event. And because you're on this event now, what I'm going to be doing is you should see in the webinar room, you should see a link below the chat room or above the chat box of a way to get access to everything that I'm talking about today. So that's leveraging, again, everything that I've talked about between the Facebook, YouTube, the meeting room, the simulated, the hybrid webinars. Everything is going to be available today. I don't want to spend too much time talking about that because everything that you're getting access to, this is everything you need front to back. This is the one solution that you could actually use to monetize your social media presence. And when you're talking about YouTube really quick, let's say I were to host a YouTube live. So if I wanted to host a go live and I wanted to share these videos within, let's say I ended up taking this link and I wanted to share all of these videos within, let's say, Tumblr, or if I wanted to share it within, Twitter or Instagram or whatever it might be, you could take that link, share it across all of those different social media platforms, get them onto the live, from the live, and then figure out what you need to do and how to, and then you can share that content to actually qualify them based on after you're sharing that live into all those other social media platforms. So if you can get access to all of that today, what would you do? So if that everything that I just talked about, to get access to this today, all you need to do is click on the link below or above the chat box, and get access to everything today. So guys, thank you so much for attending this event. And if you're having questions on how to technically get everything set up between JetWebinar and Facebook Live, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to include a separate video, a separate tutorial video on how to connect Facebook with JetWebinar and YouTube separately and at the same time, so you can be streaming Facebook and YouTube Live at the same time. And I'm going to show you a lot of really cool stuff to do that. Just it's a little bit more of a tech focus, but as far as the value, everything that you're getting, that's all included right here. So guys, again, thank you so much for attending this event today, and I'm excited to have you guys be a part of the JetWebinar community, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you soon.